Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Game of Cryptos. As always, I hope you guys are doing well. This video, I'm going to go over my top AI picks for this up-and-coming bull run for 2024, which I think is going to be an extremely bullish year, and 2025. But as always, we're going to kickstart a tweet from the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Becker. I'm sorry if you guys are so annoyed at me talking about Alex Becker, but I don't know. I feel like he's cool. He's a cool guy for the crypto space. He does well, I feel like. But in this tweet, he talks about failure, not being afraid to fail. He says, "Are you afraid of failure? He said, this year I started another business and thought it was the big one. We opened up and completely bombed. All my investment lost. Total hit to the jaw. But this was fine because I failed over and over in life, and he's learned." And then he said a few months later, I started doing other things and had the biggest amount of money he ever returned in 1 month of his life. He said, aka I failed my way to getting a home run. My life is a series of repetitive, almost comically bad failures, but every now and then I hit a home run. You have to fail in ugly, humbling ways to get the home run. Stop being afraid. Most people of what any successful person does is fail. If you want to be successful, you have to be okay with failing over and over and over again. So when that comes to crypto, I can relate because in the last bull run in 2021, I got burned by meme coins, specifically Dogecoin. Now, to be fair, I did make some good money on Doge, but I could have made more if I was more experienced in this space, and if I just wasn't listening to all the FUD and stuff out there in the space, and if I would have sold at the right time, I would have made more money. But that's the lesson itself. You're never gonna sell the top. You're never gonna absolutely buy the bottom. I mean, you can, but like it's not gonna be easy. So nothing is going to be perfect in this space. Sometimes you're gonna buy the wrong cryptos. You're gonna buy a crypto you thought had the right narrative, was going to have the right hype, and it can completely flop. As long as you're diversified, though, that's okay. You're going to learn from these lessons and be able to apply that continuously on in during the bull run and in the next cycle, in the next Bitcoin halvenings. So again, just wanted to open this video up with a little bit of inspiration for you guys. But anyways, let's go and dive into some of the cryptos that I think are going to be your best bet for AI plays. So AI, artificial intelligence, has become an extremely hot narrative for this bull run. If I remember correctly, no one was talking about this in the last bull run. Last bull run, it was, ETH killers and definitely stuff about the metaverse, Decentraland, Meta, Sandbox, Axie Infinity, Illuvium. No one was talking about AI, but now AI seems to be one of the hottest narratives in the 2024-2025 bull run, aka, one of the hottest, probably the hottest is gaming, things dealing with GFL and Naka and Myria and Playable, LitLab Games. I could go on and talk about gaming. That seems to be like the number one, but definitely right there number two, it definitely seems like AI. Now, people have made arguments that a lot of the plays that are, on CoinMarketCap and a lot of the AI listed things on CoinGecko aren't really AI. I mean, yes and no, but regardless, it's perceived that they are AI. So in this video, I'm going to go over two main ones that I really would consider potentially making an investment in, and then the other ones are just kind of like honorable mentions. But to kickstart this, the first one that I really want to go over, the one that I have added to my portfolio, is Render. And as you can see from this monthly return chart, Render has been going absolutely crazy. Render, actually, if we look at the price action for today, has hit a yearly high of about $5.30, and its all-time high is about $8. Guys, I think this crypto is going to absolutely obliterate its all-time high, and not financial advice, but I can see this going to at least $50, which is a 10x. I see this going anywhere between $50 to $100. Again, not financial advice. Do your own research. Be diversified in your portfolios. Don't take what I say for fact. I'm just speculating. But what Render is doing with the decentralized GPU borrowing to other people when it's not being used to render images is absolutely insane. Render launched back in 2017, and it offers a marketplace for idle GPU compute. It allows users to contribute their unused GPU power to render motion graphics and visual effects, along with enabling artists to tap into the unused computing power. And then, of course, rendering refers to the process of generating an image from a 2D or 3D model by means of computing program. So Render has that going for it, and it also has been utilized and switched to using Solana, which is extremely bullish because, again, Solana narratives, as I've talked about in other videos, Solana is part of a big narrative going forward with L1s and potential, ETH competitors, ETH killers. People think that Solana might flip ETH. Yeah, that may or may not happen, but Render's utilizing its tech, faster technology, lower fees. This is extremely bullish for Render, and not to mention its deflationary aspect with the burning of tokens is also extremely bullish news for Render. As we go and we check out some other things dealing with Render, this is a video talking about the Meta Quest 3. It says spatial, we got a tweet from Machine for Alpha. Spatial computing will be a game changer. With only 2 months away from release, the Apple Vision Pro will kick off the Render bull run as demand for GPU will accelerate price upwards until it breaks into the top 10. So again, that's just, this person's prediction, but when you start to realize the technology and the tech needed to be able to even have a product such as this, you're going to need GPU. In this tweet, it says, Jules Orbeck from the Render guy, confirmed it takes 1,000 times the GPU rendering of a standard 4K video frame to produce content for Apple Vision Pro, which is projected to be 10 million units shipped in 3 years. Just think of the big brands, Disney, Nike, UFC, WWE, gaming, fashion, etc., that will want to compete in this new immersive tech computing era. That screams Render. Hello, can do that. It is a tool to be able to do that, to be able to get products such as the Vision Pro out there. So, guys, look out. Render. I think this is going to be one of the top performing cryptos in the next bull run for 2024-2025. So, having that said, not financial advice, but you might want to consider, if you don't have it already, might want to consider putting that in your portfolio for anything AI allocation in your portfolio. Not financial advice, but this could be, you guys already saw what happened with NVIDIA for the stock. When people start finding out more and more what Render can do and its technology and the borrowing of GPUs, for rendering, I think it's going to be absolutely crazy. Look at the guy's handle. It says, Render is the NVIDIA of AI crypto. And he says it's a $1 trillion market cap, inevitable, GPUs go burr. Hey, if he's right, man, there's going to be a ton of money in Render. And then moving on, another tweet from Mendoshi Takamoto. These names on Twitter or X are hilarious. It says, Bitcoin is decentralized digital gold. Render is decentralized distributed GPU graphic processing unit. And then they actually, I guess they found this out. They did some deep research. It says in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, a gold bar is worth $8K in the game, like dollars within the game, not in real life, but. And then it says a GPU is worth $16K, and it says gamers know the deal. GPU computing is needed to fuel emerging mega trends. So basically, and it says render, #render is the new oil. Render will be the new oil barons. So basically, it's saying like even in the game itself, it knew that something dealing with GPU was extremely valuable, was extremely important. So guys, look out. I think Render is going to be extremely bullish, and hands down would be something I would add in my portfolio when it deals with AI, if you consider Render an AI play. Now, moving on from there, again, if we go back to our crypto bubbles, you will see another one on this chart. It's a little bit smaller. It's down for the month, but it's been up for the year, and it's Tau, BitInSoar, Tau. If we go and look at Tau's market cap, BitInSoar's market cap in the chart, its all-time chart. I mean, guys, look at this. It's new, which is huge. We always say narrative. You want to go, you want to be in something that is new. That's what's going to see the most price action because there's no selling pressure, and BitInSoar is one of them. And it's right now, it's consolidating. It's about 260. It got a high of almost 400. And guys, as I'm going to talk about later, its tokenomics are now there's only maybe like 25% in circulation, but with its demand and what its use case, I think this token can rip. I think it's going to easily be in a couple thousands of dollars, maybe $1, $2, $3. It could be $5,000 a coin. I'm not going to lie. With its tech, it's really reasonable. But getting to more information on BitInSoar. So this tweet, wait until crypto investors and AI enthusiasts find out about BitInSoar. That's the true flippening of ETH, Sol, and Enja, and it will make Sol and Injective candles that have been extremely bullish look like baby candles in comparison to Tau. Every AI dApp can think and will build on Tau. So BitInSoar is a project. It's a decentralized machine learning AI peer-to-peer project that's open source where community can come together and create the best of the best. Different subnets, as this picture is depicting of the best tech, AI things, text to image, text to video, language interpretation, just everything you could need that a chat bot, you see ChatGPT, like it's BitInSoar honestly is going to put to shame all of that because it's all these projects all under one umbrella, and that's what these subnets are doing, and they're only going to continue to grow. It's only going to have the best of the best because it's peer reviewed, and they only want they're only going to allow the best things for people that are safe for people to be under this umbrella, to be a part of this big, it's one giant project, but it's like tons of smaller projects. And right now they have 32 subnets, and they will have more as people start to find and create more things that people can use and utilize. And as a thank you for this development, with this machine learning and great tech, you are rewarded with Tau. So that is the utility of Tau, the token. Imagine BitInSoar is like the city where you have different things happening within the city, different groups, different communities, and within that, you're rewarded for all your hard work with Tau as the currency. And a really bullish aspect about Tau is that it has the very similar tokenomics as Bitcoin. It actually has a halvening cycle like Bitcoin, and it has a max supply of 21 million. And like Bitcoin, it's decentralized. It's incentivized AI machine learning, just like Bitcoin is decentralized sound money. And it fights conventional fiat, just like Tau. Bitsword fights centralized AI. This is open source. You can see what's going on. There's no closed doors where you don't. They're like, you know, you can't learn off of each other. And with Bitsword, you can learn off of each other and get better. You know, the transparency with the AI is very huge, and it can't be underestimated. And then with Bitcoin, you own real money, just like with Tau, you own transparent AI. It was fair launch, no pre-mine, no ICO, and again, max supply with Tau is 21 million. And if you want to learn more and do a deeper dive, I did do a video about this that goes into more information, so definitely check that out. But again, I think Bitsword is extremely bullish. This is actually an additional thing. This is Corcel, which is I think that's one of their chat technologies under the whole umbrella, one of the subnets. And it says, as an entity you are interacting with, I am not created by a single entity or through a traditional centralized development process. Instead, I am a product of decentralized network known as Bitsword. Here is a simplified explanation of how something like me could be created on such a network. So this is explaining the Bitsword and the Tau technology. Conceptualization: a group of developers or a community conceives the idea of decentralized network that can host machine learning models to provide various services, including conversational AI like me. Development of the network: the underlying infrastructure, which includes the blockchain technology, consensus mechanism, and protocols for communication and compensation among nodes, is developed. Deployment of nodes: individuals or organizations referred to as miners set up nodes on the network. These nodes run machine learning modules, including natural language processing models that can generate text-based response. Training models of machine learning modules are trained using a variety of data sets. Again, this is extremely bullish technology, machine learning, interaction, human involvement, and integration in these projects. This project will only grow. Bitsword is not a project, is a culmination of many projects that are just absolutely making it's decentralizing AI, and it's getting away from the big players like the Amazon, the Googles, you know, the big tech. And this is what we need moving forward: power to the people with AI. And then, of course, so moving on and kind of wrapping up this video, to be honest, and I'll explain why. I said in the beginning of the video, there's two plays that I think are going to be the best AI plays, and I think it's Render with the GPUs and it's Tau with the decentralized AI. Now there's other ones like Ocean Protocol, Akash, Fetch.ai, AGIX, Akash dealing with cloud computing. You know, yes, I think these picks are great too. I think they're going to make people a lot of money. But for me, if you have a portfolio where just 10 to 12 cryptos, you can't get them all. And to me, I just, you know, if I had to go at two, it'd be Render and Tau. But Akash can be great. Ocean Protocol, data storage, Fetch.ai. I forgot what Fetch is. Fetch, let's see, building an open, permissionless, centralized machine learning network. So again, you know, things that they're trying to do, but look at what people already really are doing. And if you look at the facts, Tau is building a lot, so is Render, and those are my plays. But again, this is just a selection of just some of other AI plays you could be in. There's another one, Cubic. I forgot what that one does. And Pal, which is like a chat box, Pal AI. But again, you don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole, because now you start getting extremely speculative in things that you have no idea that how they're going to perform. But for me, I feel like there's a track record with Render, and I think there's going to be a track record with Tau, where people are going to realize there's a lot of money, and that these are two AI cryptos that are doing two very different things, but are going to do a lot for the crypto space moving forward. So there you guys, there you have it. I hope you guys found this video informative. And again, as always, wrapping up what Alex Becker said, there's going to be pitfalls in life. You're going to get knocked down. There's going to be failures, but it's about getting back up, trying, going harder, and coming out on top. And you will in this bull run if you continue to DCA, buy and hold until 2024, 2025, late 2024, 2025. Sell the top, make that generational wealth, and just go on with your life. So guys, with that, until next time, hope you guys found this video informative, and we're going to have more great crypto content coming forward. I'll see you guys in the next one.